The topic of today's lesson is what you bring to the process of brain training. Brain training technology is a set of power tools for changing the course of a person's life. It allows anyone to make lasting change in how they think and learn, in mood and control, even how the body works and performs in stressful situations. These tools can be used in many different projects, letting you make basic changes much more quickly, sometimes with things you couldn't change at all, than you could without them. However, the tools themselves can't do the whole job, and they can't do it themselves. If you decide to become skilled in their use and use them in your work, you'll be an important part of the results that are achieved. At Brain Trainer, we see that some trainers consistently produce superior results, while others become competent technicians. Some systems sell the technology, offering an assembly line where several trainees are managed by a single trainer. We stress the process, the interaction between the tool and the artisan using it with the person being trained. We don't believe in the validity of limiting those who can use these tools. Of course, we recognize that psychotherapists have training and experience helping people achieve personal changes, and this can improve some outcomes. But we also recognize that many people produce changes in their own lives without therapeutic support, and that psychotherapists aren't necessarily trained to work with all areas of design change. Trainers with a background in education can not only use our tools to change a trainee's ability to learn efficiently by training the brain, they can also help to rebuild the cognitive skills and information that were missed during years of limited brain capability. Coaches, whose focus is often more oriented toward performance situations and how their clients respond to them, can use these tools to build a client's ability to play the inner game, which so often elevates the best players in any field, from business to sport to arts, or even how one lives his or her life. Parents, because of their central part in how a family works, and their ability to work conveniently with multiple family members, and to observe effect more intimately, can produce remarkable results working in the home. Individuals who are motivated to change themselves bring a special level of commitment to the process. Since the mid-1990s, Brain Trainer has made its tools available to many different categories of potential users. We've seen hundreds of cases where, given access to the technology of brain training, many different types of trainers have achieved life-changing results. We've heard the warnings of how dangerous it is to work with these powerful tools. That has not made us decide to limit who can use them. Rather, we've decided that everyone who chooses to use our system deserves the same level of support and training in their use. The outcome has convinced us that the danger lies not with the tools, but with the knowledge of the person who will use them. We've seen professionals working with systems they didn't understand, or which told them the tools could do all the work, get very bad results. And we've seen many people who were excluded from using other systems because they didn't meet certain educational criteria achieve powerful changes in areas as complex as autism, post-traumatic stress, closed head injuries, and many others. The commitment and humility of the trainer, the quality of the tools made available to them, and the training and support that guide them seem to us to be much more crucial in outcomes than the cost or the complexity or the mystery of the systems which they use, or even their licensure or education in other fields. One of the most important elements in the success you'll be able to achieve in your use of these tools, no matter what your background, is very simple. If you don't train your own brain first, we believe that you will never become a great trainer. It seems obvious that you wouldn't hire a football coach who'd never played football, but a significant number of people who want to train others' brains refuse to train their own first. Why would a potential brain trainer refuse to train? First, those who accept the so-called pathology model believe they don't need it. But Brain Trainer's exercise approach reminds us that professional athletes whose bodies are capable of astonishing feats train themselves rigorously. Our tools can help any person operate with a better brain, no matter how perfect they imagine themselves already to be. Second, you can watch players in a game. You can read how-to books or watch videos about playing, but until you experience playing in a game situation, you can never really know how it is. Watching someone else go through the process of discovering how to use the feedback of brain training, even if you're managing it yourself, can never substitute for sitting in the trainee's chair and experiencing how your mind responds as your brain begins to learn. You can't learn to ride a bike without getting on one yourself. Perhaps most important, when you have an experience of significant changes in your own life because of the training you've done or continue to do, the process becomes much more real. You as a trainer are no longer a guru passing on your wisdom. You recognize the central role of trainees in changing their own lives. Your ability to present the power of brain training is magnified by the experience of the automatic changes that come from breaking up old habits. So there are 4 key takeaways from this lesson. First, the tools brain training offers can impact your ability to help yourself and your clients to make lasting and far-reaching life changes. Second, no matter what educational and professional background you have, no matter your level of licensure and academic achievement or lack of those things, these tools can improve the outcomes you can achieve if you're given tools, training, and support in how to use them. Third, you as a participant in the process, whether a professional or lay user, are a crucial part of how well it works. You can set up a brain training assembly line, but the results will never be the same as if you work toward becoming a master craftsman, giving all your attention to one job at a time. And finally, if you do not learn by doing, you will always be missing a crucial piece of what makes great trainers great: the experience of how your own life changed before you started working on others. If you can stay with these 4 points, the Brain Trainer system can give you everything we have to offer.